One word to describe Caitlin Clark.
Amazing.
Yes.
A beast. She is the truth.
It's intense. Caitlin Clark is off that shit now. She let it all slide the first year. They was pushing her and all that. She like, you know what?
I'm here.
I'm here.
I'm here.
I'm here. And this is what it's going to be this year.
Caitlin Clark finally stood up for herself. No more staying quiet.
Most rookies tiptoe into the pros, easing into the rhythm, earning stripes, and gradually gaining respect. But not Caitlin Clark. She skipped the warm-up act and kicked the doors down with confidence. From deep, crowd-silencing threes to jaw-dropping no-look passes, Clark didn't wait for the spotlight. She became the spotlight. Her game wasn't just loud, it was undeniable. And the noise she created reached all the way to Larry Bird, the Hall of Famer and Indiana icon, known for letting his game do the talking, broke his silence to salute Clark's electrifying debut. And when Larry Bird speaks, the basketball world listens. His praise wasn't casual, it was historic. Because Caitlin Clark isn't just playing well, she's rewriting the script of what's possible in women's basketball. Her arrival hasn't just made headlines, it's turned every game she plays into a must-watch event. She's drawing reactions from NBA legends, Hall of Fame coaches, and past greats, commanding attention, not requesting it. This isn't just a rookie season, it's a revolution. Caitlin Clark is not simply riding a wave, she is the wave. A catalyst, a disruptor, and the game may never be the same again. She's become a cultural flashpoint, a rare kind of athlete who doesn't just play under the lights, but changes the atmosphere of every arena she enters. Every time Caitlin Clark laces up, she challenges the limits of what we thought was possible. Some say she's the future. Others say she's already the biggest draw in basketball. But one thing is undeniable. This isn't just a fast start. It's a living chapter of sports history before the records, before the triple-doubles, before the three-point milestones. Caitlin Clark did something few athletes ever do. She made the world care. Not just die-hard fans or highlight-hungry media. She caught the attention of the voices who defined the conversation around sports. And when Stephen A. Smith, the most powerful voice in basketball media, chooses to speak on Caitlin Clark without being prompted, it isn't just commentary, it's a cultural moment. Because this isn't just about stats or hype. This is about someone reshaping the game in real time and making sure everyone's watching while she does it.
I totally applaud what Caitlin Clark is doing. She's putting the WNBA first. She's saying, yo, we matter first to me. We should matter first to the ladies.
Stephen A. Smith, one of the boldest, most unfiltered voices in sports media, known for sharp takes and relentless critiques, didn't just praise Caitlin Clark, he celebrated her. And it wasn't just for her deep shooting range or flashy stat lines. It was for something more powerful, her mindset. Clark isn't just playing elite basketball, she's leading a movement. Every time she takes the mic, she speaks with clarity, confidence, and conviction. She reminds everyone, media, fans, and critics alike, that women's basketball isn't a footnote. It is the headline that she's not just raising her game, she's raising the entire league with her. And the message is landing. Even the NBA media machine is taking notice, and so is the world. When someone compares you to Magic Johnson, that's not just flattery, that's legacy talk. Magic didn't just redefine basketball with his dazzling passes and megawatt smile. He transformed the league itself, how it was played, watched, and celebrated. Now Magic sees that same spark in Caitlin Clark. He sees an athlete who doesn't just dominate the court, but redefines what the court can be. That's not hype. That's history.
I love it because, to your point, they dominated in college. And
as you both did.
Yes. And then they brought it over to the WNBA, just like we brought it to the NBA. We changed the NBA. They changed the WNBA.
Yeah.
When Magic Johnson speaks, it carries weight. And when he compares Caitlin Clark's impact to what he and Larry Bird did for the NBA in the 1980s, that's not casual praise. That's generational recognition. Magic sees how Clark owns the moment, how she wears pressure like part of her uniform. Her presence isn't just powering her team, it's energizing an entire league. She's not just changing games, she's changing the game. Clark is bringing new fans, new attention, and new revenue into women's basketball. She's turning the spotlight into a floodlight. And when someone like Magic, who helped turn the NBA into a global force, connects her rise to one of the most transformative eras in sports, That's not just applause. That's a declaration. History is unfolding in real time, and is not the only one watching closely. When Coach Mike Krzyzewski, Coach K himself, says he would have loved to coach Caitlin Clark, that's a moment worth pausing for. This is a man with 5 NCAA titles, 3 Olympic golds, and a resume stacked with legends. LeBron, Kobe, KD, Curry. He's seen the best. And yet, he sees something truly rare in Clark. Not just talent, not just highlights, but the kind of player you build around. The kind of leader who shifts the culture of a team and a league. When the best of basketball's past sees the future in Caitlin Clark, you know she's not just making noise, she's making history.
Well, she's terrific, and it'd be easy to build something on her because she's the best thing she does is pass. She's a magical passer, and she has a great feel for the game. So, I mean, what her coach did, I would have done exactly what she did. Make sure she handles the ball a lot, and she'll make everybody.
Yes, the scoring is electric. The deep threes from the logo grab headlines and light up highlight reels. But what caught Coach K's attention wasn't the flash. It was the feel. It's her passing, her understanding of the moment, her control of the game without ever seeming to force it. He called her a magical passer. And coming from Coach Mike Krzyzewski, that word isn't used lightly. Because magic in this context isn't about assist numbers. It's about vision, timing, and anticipation. It's about reading the game a step ahead of everyone else. It's what turns a good playmaker into a game changer. Clark doesn't just run the offense. She elevates it. She makes everyone around her better. And when a coach who's worked with legends like LeBron, Kobe, and Curry says, I would have done exactly what she did, that's not just praise. That's a full endorsement. That's seeing in her what he saw in the greatest to ever do it. Leadership, connection, and an elite basketball mind even among NBA stars. Her impact resonates. Luka Doncic, an MVP candidate, perennial All-NBA player, and one of the league's toughest matchups, doesn't speak often or chase viral soundbites. But when asked directly who his favorite women's basketball player is, he didn't blink. He didn't hesitate. He just said it. Caitlin Clark. That kind of respect, you earn it. When Luka Doncic gives you that kind of answer, it hits different. He's not a WNBA commentator. He's a generational NBA star speaking from instinct. And that makes it matter even more. There are countless ways to say a player is great. But when someone like Luka, whose entire game is built on feel, poise, and next-level vision, singles you out, that's not just popularity. That's respect. Her game translates. Her swagger isn't confined to college arenas or early WNBA nights. It resonates with players who battle in packed NBA arenas night after night. And with just a few words, Luka told the basketball world, Caitlin Clark isn't just making waves. The best in the game are watching her.
Angel Reese is a good player. She's not a phenomenon. Tiger was. LeBron was. Taylor Swift is. Caitlin Clark.
And the respect isn't just coming from the court. It's reaching the culture. When Colin Cowherd starts putting your name alongside icons like Tiger Woods, LeBron James, and Taylor Swift, he's not talking about stats. He's talking about impact. He's talking about people who didn't just excel. They redefined the landscape. So when Cowherd adds Caitlin Clark to that list without hesitation, that's not just praise. That's placement. She's not just part of the conversation. She is the conversation. And to be clear, this isn't a knock on Angel Reese or any other player. This is a spotlight on the uncommon. Phenoms don't come around often. They don't just play the game. They shift the landscape. They boost ratings, sell out arenas, break ticketing systems, and turn Tuesday night matchups into national must-watch events. That's exactly what Caitlin Clark is doing, not just for the WNBA, but for all of basketball. That she's not waiting for the league to rise to her level. She's pulling it into the spotlight with her bare hands. And when Colin Cowherd, a master of big-picture sports narratives, says, you belong in the same breath as Tiger Woods and LeBron James, he's not talking about potential. He's talking about presence. Because Caitlin Clark doesn't just have the spotlight. She is the spotlight. But there's a price to being the one. It's more than attention. It's scrutiny. It's pressure. Every move is magnified. Every game. Every quote. Every glance. Analyzed in real time. Caitlin plays with an edge. With fire. And that fire is part of what makes her a phenomenon. But as Michael Thompson pointed out, the pressure doesn't just come from defenders on the court. Sometimes it comes from the system itself.